It's about nothing but the time. Blitz, Bama, blitz.
Give me Alabama to break home.
It's when somebody takes what's yours. And this is our game. It's our time. And here's the guys trying to take it from us. So that makes this shit personal.
Welcome back into TalknBama. I'm JT, your host. Tonight we got an explosive episode lined up, guys. We got some people with us maybe you hadn't seen on the channel before, but these guys know Bama football and they're here. We got right to my left, that man Domo right here with me. How you doing tonight, Domo?
Feeling great, feeling blessed, feeling like winners on this great Sunday. So let's get into it, man. Let's go.
Yeah, feeling really good right now. I ain't gonna lie. Right below Domo, we got the man Hunter. Hunter and Domo have their own show coming to the channel this Friday night, guys. And what's the show called?
The Bama Blueprint Podcast, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
So these guys are gonna be a preview show. Hunter, how you doing tonight, brother?
Great, man. Great. Cannot
I mean,
complain.
Hunter, how was you last night? Was you hype at all?
Oh, dude, my body's sore right now from jumping. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I'm sore. Like, I feel like I just did like a 3-hour workout.
Me and Hunter talked last night on the phone for a little bit, and yeah, that game was great. That was a great game, great win for us. Justin Riley's joining us for the first time here on TalknBama, the new channel, guys. Welcome in, Justin, over from the Bama Center. How you doing tonight, Justin?
Anytime we can go into Athens and remind Georgia who Daddy is, it's a great weekend.
BTA, baby. BTA, baby. We played good, but I'll say this, too. Shout out to Georgia because they played a great ball game, too. That was a great ball game. That's no underlying hating there or anything like that. And, hey, if you're watching us on anywhere else that isn't on the Roll Tide Nation channel, make sure you guys come over to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. I changed the channel to Roll Tide Nation because it's going to have TalknBama show and it's going to have the new show, the Bama Blueprint, coming out as well. And we'll have a basketball show coming up soon. So the channel's going to have a lot of new stuff coming, guys. Make sure you stay tuned, guys. Got a great lineup here. Shout out to my wife joining in right there in the comments. She comes through almost every single show. She is awesome and shows great support. So I see there was some people in here before we went live. And they were talking, O-line looks great. Problem is the run plays themselves takes long to develop. O-line is kind of slow. Waiting on them to pull is tough. Yeah, so like a lot of stuff to talk about last night. A lot of things to look at. I'm going to pass it. We're going to get straight into it tonight. We're going to let Domo hear his thoughts on it. And we're going to go straight into the 24-hour recap. How we feeling, Bama fans? Is this what we're looking at here? Is this how we feel? After sitting on it, sometimes you're like, we could have did this, we would have lost, but I'm glad we won. How are we feeling, Domo?
I'm feeling great, man. Like Justin said, bro, anytime we can go into Athens and remind Georgia as to who we are, bro, I feel great. It kind of felt like this team knew like everything was on the line last night, as in like this game right here was going to play a big part as to how the rest of our season plays out, man. So, man, we've seen a desperate, a hungry Alabama football team, bro, a laser-focused football team. We've seen a laser-focused Kalen DeBoer as rest of the staff as well. So, man, I'm feeling great, bro, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait for next Saturday, bro.
Hey, this coming up Saturday, baby. We're going to talk about that on the back end of the show, but this coming Saturday is going to be a crazy game, and it will be crazy to say we're sitting here saying Vandy and Bama's the best game on the slate that's coming up Saturday.
What world is this?
If you would have told me this in 2016, I'd have been like, bro, what has happened? What has happened?
And you can't find tickets for a Vandy Bama game at a decent price. Last time I checked,
Crazy, right?
upper deck's like $140, $150. Lower tier.
That used to be the game everybody got to go to.
Yeah.
That was the game everybody went to. You got the whole family for $40 for 8 tickets,
I think that's selfish on Vandy's part. I don't appreciate that.
Herb is trying to be funny around. Jason said only good looking guys on the show tonight, so I'm not all there. See, I didn't say that.
Wow.
I didn't say that actually. I said you had to down 2 Mountain Dews before you get on. Everybody else backstage hit 2 Dews to the face, and they came straight on. That's what happened.
Are you saying drinking makes him look better?
I know. I'm saying nothing is wrong with a little dew. Ain't nothing wrong with a little dew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great right there, Domo. I like how you said that, man. A lot of things great to take away from the win here. Hunter joining us for the first time. Hunter, how do you feel about that 24-hour recap? Alabama just went into Athens between the hedges and won.
Hey, I'm going to say this. All we heard was Bama cannot go into Athens and win. All week, all year, all that. DeBoer struggles with away games. So what is good is he goes into Athens, upsets Georgia, make the puppies cry like usual every year. But now what I really liked was the offensive line protected Ty all game.
Yeah.
Protected Ty all game. That's what I was saying all last week. If we can protect Ty in the pocket, and we will destroy Georgia's DBs, and that's what we did. Also, what I like was we were very disciplined. Very disciplined that game. The first time in DeBoer's career as Alabama's head coach, we had less penalties than the opponent. So that is a huge sign, especially on the road. That is huge.
Yep.
Only 4 penalties that entire game.
Yep.
So, but I'm feeling really good about that. Just like the run defense is just needs working on, but besides that, I mean, can't complain.
I agree. Run defense, consistently, we had some moments like that 4th down stop. It blew my brain when Kirby Smart did not go. Went for it on 4th and 1. Take the points in a very close game, which there was not a lot of points scored in the second half. 7 points was scored total by Georgia in the second half. That was it, and that was in the third quarter early on. So I don't know why he didn't take the points, but shout out LT Overton, man. He came out like a cannon. Called Cash Jones right there, got him down. That was a huge play for us. Like I said, so at moments we had a good run stop, but it was just moments. It's not enough to put a full game script together. Justin, how do you feel last night, 24 hours after now we've kind of let some things settle. We've looked at some things. And if Georgia didn't drop that ball, that's 7 points. And if you talk about Ryan Williams' drop ball, we still scored on our drive, though. That honestly is what separates that game a little bit, too. That even though Ryan Williams did drop the touchdown, we scored a touchdown that drive. They did not score any points on their drive. So there are two tales of the story there, Justin. How do you feel about this, man?
Man, well, first of all, going into the game, I think we've talked about this before. I shared in Tyler Siskey's sentiments. We were going to look like we're world beaters when we played Louisiana Monroe. We were going to look like war daddies when we were taking Wisconsin on at home. The real question is, what was Alabama going to look like when they march into Athens and Georgia hits them in the mouth? Would we revert back to what we saw against Florida State, or would we hit back? And the resounding answer was Bama fought back. Every blow Georgia threw at us, we threw more right back at them. When we were knocked down, we were like Rocky, got right up off the mat, and we went one more round. One of the biggest points of adversity we faced, first of all, we went into this game already down one man in Jamarian Latham. Prayers to his family as he continues to recover from his injury, and thankfully he is able to walk and fully function. And quick shout out to all the Georgia fans and fans across the entire college football nation who just poured support for Jamarian Latham. That's what it's truly all about, and I gotta recognize that was awesome seeing all the comments and love pour in. But yeah, we were down Jamarian, and then we ended up losing James Smith because of the targeting.
God, man, that was lame, dude.
And we ended up losing Quay Russaw because of a lower leg injury, which is going to keep him out for an indefinite period of time. We don't know how long that's going to be. Still waiting to figure out more. And facing that, it didn't stop us. You would have thought, okay, well, that's it. The defense is through. But no, it's like they became more driven, more intense. And you had guys who had limited playing time step into those roles, like freshman Justin Hill, who had the most meaningful minutes he's had his entire early career and was very impactful. Then you had Edric Hill come in, plays for James Smith. And seems like he was in the backfield majority of the snaps and just really was a disruptor. So it was really exciting to see that. Really excited to see Tim Keenan III come back. He didn't play every snap because I don't think he's 100%, but when he was in there, he made a tremendous impact. Shout out to his contributions. Other thing for me, offensive line, and we've already mentioned it. No, we didn't get the push in the run game we would have liked, but the fact is Ty Simpson's jersey was pretty much clean the entire night. Yeah. I don't think he ever went down once other than when he was taking the ball himself and is being forced to the ground from that aspect. But having the first offensive line, and then if you notice, we had that first offensive line B come in, they didn't miss a beat either. You had two separate offensive lines rotating, and Georgia still couldn't get past them. And I was wondering why in the world was Kalen DeBoer still doing the musical chair thing? Well, it made sense because we were putting in fresh guys the entire time while Georgia's defensive front was getting more and more tired, and we were able to control the line of scrimmage. So that really stuck out to me.
I like the way you pointed that out with TK right there because TK was playing limited some too. Jam played more than I assumed in this game. I'll say that too. Jam played a lot more, meaning that he's plenty healthy. And when he got out there and got hit a couple times, it was like, hey, coach, I'm good, because you got to get out there and get hit.
There's one more thing I wanted to add. I forgot who mentioned this, how we didn't score in the second half. And I had fans come at me complaining because we didn't put up any points. Well, you also have to look at the game within the game. We held the ball a long time in the second half, long sustained drives. We are burning up clock. We're keeping Georgia's offense off the field. So that to me, I know having points on the board would have made us breathe a little bit easier, would have been more sexier. It's still a victory because you kept Georgia from having the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes a lot of sense there too, Justin, when you look at that, because there's a lot of ways to dissect that game last night and look at it. Like I said, I talked about the drop ball situation, but then you could talk about how Bama didn't have a lot of penalties either versus Georgia's penalties.
Yeah.
Hunter pointed something out last night when we were talking. He talked about DeBoer on the road being like heavily penalized. Well, we weren't this time. We actually won that battle. And we played, pretty disciplined ball, which is great for what Bama and what we want Bama to do going forward here. Yeah. So to put a button on the 24-hour recap, guys, we're feeling good.
Yes.
But tomorrow is Vandy, okay?
Yes.
And we got to get on this Vandy train now. So that's one thing to look at it. That's another way to look at it. There's a lot of ways to look at it, but it's over with now on the 24-hour recap. But I want to move on to our next topic, guys. And our next topic is going to be Bama closed out a huge game. What does that mean necessarily here? Not just that we beat Georgia, but the fact that we closed this game out. The fact that Bama was able to get the ball back on offense and be like, hey, we're not giving it back to them now. This is it. It's our ball. I had that feeling when we got the ball. I was like, run the clock, baby. We get a first down right here, make them kill their timeouts. Kirby shot himself in the foot with that timeout before the 2-minute warning. That hurt him. And then when we got 2nd and 1, he called timeout. And I was like, why'd you do that? You should have let us snap the ball again because we were about to get another first down. It was almost pointless to call that at the time. But maybe, doing certain things for certain things. But Bama closed the game out there. Ty hitting Jam on that little pass out. And the way they did the fake on that, they kind of was a bootleg type. He went this way, Ty, and then Ty cut back and hit him right there. It was like a boot.
Yeah.
Wheel out the side. So, played great there. Domo, Bama closed it out. How do you feel about Bama closing out this game right here? And what does that mean going forward? Because we got a lot of big games coming up.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was really great to see us close the game on our terms, as in like we control what's going to happen in this last, 3 minutes, right? And like you said, bro, when we got the ball back, we got it back with like 3 minutes and then like 26 seconds or something like that. I say, hey, get a couple first downs, you know what I'm saying, and just run the clock out. And what I seen out of that closeout drive was nobody panicked, nobody did too much. and we were just laser focused, man. Like, hey, we're going to end the game right here, bro. You're not getting the ball back, you know what I'm saying? Because at that point, you cannot give Georgia the ball back at all. And I think that's huge, bro. It builds confidence for what we got coming up. Okay, we do got Vanderbilt, Tennessee, and those guys coming up. So I think that if we're ever put in that position again, man, we're going to come through again. So I thought it was huge, very huge.
Yes, definitely a huge moment for the Tide right there. Justin, I'm going to let you go next. Justin, how did you feel about it? Bama closed out a big game right there. A lot of ways to look at it. Time the offense, able to close out the game there, not have the defense sweat it out and have to, hold them off from a field goal. How we feel about that, brother?
Man, I feel extremely confident going forward, knowing that when it's time to put it down, put it to rest, we can close out.
Yeah.
And despite any adversity thrown our way, we can take it on. We're not going back down. We're not going to crash out like we did against Florida State. That, to me, was an impact moment and an impact game.
Yeah.
We closed out the right way. I did have some concerns on that final drive just because we weren't able to run the ball effectively last night. But we did just enough. We did what we had to do. And we also allowed Georgia to shoot themselves in the foot, which ultimately allowed us to close out the way we needed to on our terms. So a shout out to the character of our team. Shout out to the coaching staff who just did everything to ensure that we were going to come off of that field in Athens with a victory. Says a lot going forward. It gives us confidence going into more hostile environments, and there are more coming up. So this is a huge win.
Yes, very huge win. Great way to look at that too, Justin. And I think that when you break things down, the Tide is ready to roll. And I think Vandy coming up this Saturday is a game I am super excited for. And I mean super excited for. Hunter, we're gonna let you give it right here. What did you see right there the last couple minutes of that of the game right there? Bama closing out that game. A lot of ways to look at it. Great coaching, too. I mean, we can talk about Ty doing it. We talk about Jam, but great coaching. Ryan Grubb, man. Hats off, brother. How we feel, Hunter?
I'll just start off with defense within like 3 minutes left. I'm really confused with Georgia's play calling around that time. 3 bubble screens in a row. Yeah. That really confused me. But hey, by all means, we got the stops. We got the ball right back around close to 2-minute warning, about 2:27. I felt confident. Just go down, just try to get as many first downs as possible, just to chew that clock out. Like you said, JT, I was very surprised that Kirby wasted a timeout before the 2-minute warning. But if I'm not mistaken, we got the first down right at the 2-minute, right when it started. We started after the 2-minute warning started with a first down. Go ahead and we got our little bit of yardage, but right around when Kirby started calling them timeouts is when I kind of like realized like the game's in our hands right now. Like don't mess this up.
That was that about that time where I got it too. When he started calling them timeouts, I was like, yeah, baby, this right here is it. We need a first
we were in
down.
his head.
Yeah,
we needed a first down at that point.
I also think that we did a really great job of making Georgia play our game.
True.
If you really watch that game, honestly, it felt like we were really in control from start to finish. Okay, of course, Georgia did wake up in that second quarter and they put up 2 scores. But I really feel as though like after that, when you seen Ty go up and talk to the defense and you seen what he was doing, I really felt like, bro, like we at that point we had really just locked down, and we were telling ourselves like, hey, we're not gonna let this Georgia team, rally up and like make a run. We cannot do that. And honestly, we were ahead the entire game. So I think we did a great job of forcing Georgia to really, play into what we wanted them to do.
Yeah, that is another way to look at it, because the whole time that the game was going on, I didn't realize it until the fourth quarter, and I was like, dang, we have led the whole game. Like, we haven't tried. It's been close at times, but like we've led the whole game there. We had a field goal we missed as well, and man, that was That was who? That reminded me of what's his name? Justin Andy Papanachos. What was his name?
Yeah.
Andy Papanastos, yeah.
Yeah, Andy Papanastos. Yeah, man. Oh man, good God. That reminded me of that Georgia game in the Natty 2017 all over again when it was 34
Hey.
yards and we were just going to win a Natty right there. There would have been no Devontae
No
Smith, no
second
Tua
chance.
play. There would have been none of that if that field goal would have went through. But instead, but yeah. So
Another crazy thing in that second half, there was only 7 points allowed in that entire second half.
Mm-hmm.
And it speaks a lot as to our growth from the Florida State game to this game. In Florida State, when we started to get behind, we panicked and we completely went away from our established game plan and started playing uncharacteristic air raid. Whereas in this game, we didn't get away from our established game. We played it the way we wanted to. We didn't try to force anything. And I think when we try to force things, that's when everything can go wrong. And in this game, we were confident and we said, hey, we're going to do it our way and we're going to make them stop us.
Yeah, definitely. And the point of, like you said, Justin, the making them make you stop you, especially on offense. The way Ty was playing, man, that was an awesome game, dude. Cannot complain. I love the way when he got down at that goal line and he was running and he was rolling out and he was about to pass. There was a guy open. Mm-hmm. But he also had the run lane, which is like way easier to do. Like don't have to throw over your body and give them a chance at the ball when you can just run in the end zone. And the way he ran it in right then, I was like, I love that decision making. I love it. Cannot complain there. Yes, Jimmy Clay, you are not lying, brother. You are not lying. We must beat Vandy.
Yes.
Beat Vandy. Yes. We must beat Vandy. The next thing we're going to talk about tonight, guys, I'm going to show a video real quick. Ty Simpson for Heisman. I am proud of this.
In other words, this is the JT was right moment.
Yeah, this is definitely the JT is right moment. Okay, so I need you all to understand this. To have the best season from an Alabama quarterback since Heisman season, Bryce Young.
He's gonna be up for the Heisman. That's what you're saying.
I'd say top 5. I do. I think Ty's going to be a name to be mentioned with this year.
4,872 yards and 47 touchdowns.
Bold prediction, baby. Give me Ty for 5K this year, baby.
Ooh,
Dan Marino.
Lord have mercy.
Dan Marino. So Ty for 5K is what I said.
Wow.
You know, I wouldn't necessarily say the 5K as much as what I'm about to say the Heisman part. But I did say top 5 Heisman. I said it early August in one of our episodes. Justin clipped it, put it on the Bama Center TikTok. It got a lot of heat for a lot of reasons. People were like, oh, man. Well, Ty Simpson is currently 2 at ESPN right now on some of their odds. And FanDuel, I think he was 5th right now. So there's a couple different ones you can look at. But, hey, top 5's where I said. And we're speaking on him right now. And, I mean, Ty's on a burner. No interceptions, no turnovers, no fumbles, all great decision-making. Now, he almost had one in that Georgia game early on last night. When he threw that, I said, ooh, Ty.
Yeah, KJ Bolden almost had him. He almost had him.
That's the first one. I was like, oh, buddy. But I can't be upset about that. And the reason I'll say this, too, to allude to that Vandy game, part of that Vandy game that put us in was turnovers.
Yeah.
I don't think we have that this year. And I think that's what can help us there. But we're talking Ty Simpson for Heisman. I want you to give us your thoughts real quick. We'll do like a 30-second little run. I'll let Justin go first. Then we'll let Hunter and Domo round us off. Justin, go.
I don't think you can argue that anyone else in the SEC is having as good of a season as Ty Simpson. 1,138 yards passing, 11 touchdowns, and like you said, 0 interceptions, 84.2 QBR. And this kid is just absolutely locked in. And the way he's able to manipulate the defenses, he's calling the hot routes, he's redirecting everyone. Guys, we haven't seen that since Bryce Young. It's absolutely amazing for him to go into a hostile environment like Athens. And it was rocking last night. And he looked like the coolest cat out there. No panic in his eyes. Eyes were just laser focused, not wide open, scared to death. Nah, he acted like he was in front of a home crowd and he didn't pay any attention to anything that's going on around him. The confidence level through the roof, the moxie, the poise. And I love the fact that he was also a hell of a leader last night. When he was on the sidelines, he made sure he was in the face of coaches, players, everyone,
Justin,
hyping
I saw
them up.
one moment where we had studded out and the camera had pinned over there real quick, and I saw Ty Simpson going straight to the offensive lineman and grabbing both of them and leaning in like, hey, listen, we'll get back in this. Like, I don't know exactly what he was saying, but you could see that it was like, hey, don't get out of this moment. That's what we've been needing. So I like how you point that out, Justin.
Yeah, so that to me speaks volumes, but no one is having a better season as of yet. And he's at a point to where he's starting to come into his own. He's not at top peak performance. This is just the beginning. And that being said, my gosh, JT, if he continues to elevate, that 5,000 may not be out of reach. But as far as being a finalist, I can't say that yet because of what he has ahead of him. I mean, he's got some serious games. Yes, Vandy is a serious game. Tennessee, Oklahoma, John Mateer will be back.
Hey, Oklahoma's ranked 6 right now, Justin. So, I mean, yeah.
But as far as the conversation, it needs to be had. He needs to be in that conversation, especially now. John Mateer is going to be out for, I think, 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So Ty can move right in. If you don't put him in the conversation, do you really watch football?
I agree.
He's going to be out for 8 weeks. Ain't that the rest of the conference schedule, right?
Almost.
He's going to be out for a minute.
Yeah. It's going to be right at us. I marked it up. I think he's going to be back a week or two by the time they play us.
Okay, cool.
Hunter, you are up next. Ty Simpson for Heisman, man. Give us a 30-second run. Why you think he should be GOAT?
Oh, I mean, just the way he is, like, just not as a player, but as a leader. Like you said, JT, he's on the sideline hyping his players up. He wasn't just hyping the offense up. He was hyping the defense and special teams up. Just all-around team, and that's what type of leader we need on this team right now. I don't think there's not one other quarterback that has thrown 100% this season besides Ty Simpson.
Yeah, I think he might be. I'd have to go look that up.
I don't care if it's ULM. ULM is a college still. So that's not easy to do. And doing what he just did to Georgia's defense with Kirby Smart's defense, and we all know how good Kirby Smart's defense really is.
Yeah.
Every year. And he just flawless every drive. Like that's impressive. I don't think anybody else in the SEC could do that.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%, especially how he's playing with the points he's playing right now. Damo's up to wrap us up here. 30-second run for Ty Simpson for Heisman. Go.
Listen, put some respect on my quarterback's name, okay? I don't want to see no more bitch Ty Simpson.
Oh my God.
This, Ty Simpson that. Hey, all that talk right there is over with, okay? Florida State, wait till we play Georgia. We played Georgia, and he played just as good as he did the first 3 weeks. Okay, so listen, put some respect on number 15 name, bro, because 15 is here to stay. You know what I'm saying? My quarterback is playing like, I'm going to say this, like probably the best quarterback in the country right now. I would say behind Dante Moore from Oregon. So all I got to say is, man, put my guy in them Heisman talks. And put some respect on 15, bro. That's all I got to say right there.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Definitely put some respect on him. Ty Simpson for Heisman. I think he's doing great right now. Like Justin said a few moments ago, though, a lot of games.
Yeah.
Vandy, Oklahoma's, Tennessee's, LSU's still in there as well. Let's not sleep on Missouri in 2 weeks. We got Vandy, then we go to Missouri, 11 a.m. game. Possible trap game, top 20 matchup right now. Because they're 19, and if they win, who they play this coming week? I don't even know who.
I think they're off. I think
Missouri's off.
Are we?
Then they're going to be a top 25 for sure. They may slip 1 or 2 spots being off, but they're going to be a top 25 team when we go and play them. So, got to be ready to play there, guys. I think that's a good way to look at this, especially coming up into the Vandy game. Ty Simpson for Heisman, though. I'm excited. I think if he keeps this up, yes, he will be a top 5 finalist. Do I think he wins it? That's going to depend on health, honestly, in my opinion, because health plays a big part of this. 2 weeks ago, everybody would have been like John Mateer, and everybody would have probably already been on that. But injury happens quick, and boom, it changes. I'm not saying John Mateer isn't a Heisman type player, just the injury.
I also want to throw this out there. If Ty continues to play like this, do we see him coming back next season?
No.
No.
I don't. If he continues to play like this and he reaches that tier of 5,000 yards and he's arguably the best in the country or one of the best in the country, high draft grade, he doesn't come back.
Okay.
So, Alex, currently Ty got ranked 35 in all college football quarterbacks, Baylor and one quarterback. Now, I want you to look at the defenses some of those quarterback plays too, and tell me who they played. Florida State and a Georgia, which is Florida State, in my opinion, is still going to be a playoff team. I think they had a slip up the other night. I think they'll get it fixed. I think Florida State's still a great team. Florida State and Georgia's defense is two of the best defenses there is. Now, they had a slip up against Virginia. I'm telling you guys, it's going to get a lot better. That game was a trap game for them. Things like that happen. Even happens to Bama before it's happened to Georgia.
Teams are going to have
and
that oops
happened.
game.
Yeah, look what Tennessee and Georgia happened. Tennessee gave up 300 plus. Georgia gave up 300. I think it was almost 400 yards passing in that game.
371.
Yeah.
371. So, okay, it was close enough. You can round up. Round up on that. So good way to look at that. Ty is the guy, man. And I'm excited. I'm excited for that. We'll kind of end that one up there, guys. We'll see how Ty Simpson goes with everything going forward. But season will tell itself out. Next thing we got coming up, guys, college game days coming into town. I know y'all heard about it. I know you have. Alabama versus Vandy. Yeah, no, it ain't Alabama LSU. No, it ain't Alabama Oklahoma. No, it ain't Alabama Georgia. It is Alabama versus Vanderbilt, the smart guys, and they can play football too. Not hating on them because they look good. So do not try to laugh at them too much. They look good. This is not the same. That one dude, the Vanderbilt dude that did Alabama's coming next week. You tell them we know ball. We play ball. This ain't the same dude. This ain't the same ball this Vanderbilt plays. This Vanderbilt actually plays some SEC football.
A trivia question, JT, panel. When's the last time that college game day has actually been to a Vanderbilt game?
I don't think I was born yet.
Never?
You were alive. Y'all were alive. 2008 when Vanderbilt played LSU in Nashville.
2008.
Yeah, Kenny Chesney was the guest picker.
Bro.
When Vanderbilt 2008, man.
And they were 5-0 at that time too.
I was 5 years old. Holy crap.
Isn't that just funny right there? Because I think when you look at that, oh man, that is wild. That is wild to even think that, bro. Because if you look at Vandy, man, you wouldn't think Vandy would be at a game day situation for Alabama. But hey, you never know. Domo, kick us off tonight with this one. Vandy's coming into town, man. What should the Tide be prepped up for? And it's just I'm not laughing at the Vandy thing. I'm laughing more or less at that it's Alabama Vanderbilt. Revenge on the nerds. Cat, you are wild in the comments. Domo, how do we feel about this right here? We're coming into Vandy week right here. Hey, we got them at home though, which is good. So how are we feeling about this, big dog?
I just want to say this, man. Times have changed, okay? Vanderbilt is walking into Tuscaloosa 5-0, undefeated. And listen, people, they are no longer the doormat of the SEC. Okay, like Vanderbilt, they can surprise some people. But I mean, I think it's gonna be a great atmosphere, man. Top 25 matchup, two great teams going head to head. Of course, this is a revenge game for Alabama. And I never thought I would be saying that Vanderbilt is a must-win game for Alabama. But here we are. So hey, man, great atmosphere. I'm glad they're gonna be in Tuscaloosa. So man, I can't wait for this Saturday, bro. I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great game.
Yeah, this Saturday is gonna be a great one. Justin, hit us right here, man. How you feel about Alabama versus Vanderbilt? Hold on, let me fix these boxes real quick. Every time I do when I bring up a comment, it does it weird, like on the screen right here. I don't know why. But go ahead, Justin. How we feel about the game, man?
Yeah, I share it. Everyone's just shock right now because who would have ever thought that the premier game of the entire week since dating back to 2008 will be Vanderbilt coming to Tuscaloosa. The NIL era is here, folks. This is why this is happening right now. Transfer portal era is in full effect, and this is the direct result. Yeah, two things. Of course, Vandy coming to town being considered one of the best teams in the SEC. And let's go ahead and say it. They are right now.
Yeah.
They have not let down in any of the games that they've played. Granted, some of those games were against less than opponents, but they still handled their business. And then they went against South Carolina, who was but for all intents and purposes, a very good team. And they didn't just beat them; they ran them off the field.
Yeah,
it says a lot. They're playing extremely well, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But the other part of it is too, for Alabama to have a game day spot after the entire nation, including ESPN, had written them off.
Yeah,
it says a lot for Alabama and what is happening right now, seemingly in Tuscaloosa. So that's exciting. I'm excited to see Alabama back in the spotlight after everyone had given up on them.
Yep.
I'm super excited about it too, Justin. I think that's going to be a good one right here coming up Saturday. Hunter, give it to us, man. Alabama Vandy College game day. How we feel, man?
One thing, guys, are we sure this is football and not baseball? Like, for real?
God, no kidding.
Like this is like if you told me, asked me 3 years ago if Vandy would be college game day, I would say you're crazy.
Yeah,
but no, like I'm excited. We're ready for this revenge game. Really was shot last year. I'm not gonna lie. I think we all were. But I think we're gonna be prepared this game. But like I said, man, I'm excited just to see us come out and hopefully dominate in the trenches, man. Honestly, you got to stop Pavia from running. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
All right, hey, we're gonna
Not
do like a quick rush something real quick. So we talk about the college game day real quick. Boom. That's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna do it just like this. I'm gonna bring us all in. Alabama Vandy score. We're gonna go ahead and do it.
We're gonna jump right to it before we break it down.
Now we're gonna go straight into the. Hey, well, what I want you to do is no. But we're gonna break it down. But when you break it down, at the end, you're gonna give your score. That's why I'm going to put up the Alabama Vandy score. So I want you to break down what you think about this game, but also then I want you to drop your score at the end of it. I'm going to let everybody go, everybody give their take. Who wants to go first? I'm gonna do that because normally I just go in my head. Does anybody want to go first? We got a hand raised.
I got you.
Domo said he wants to go first. We're going to let Domo hit it out first right here. Domo, break down this game for us. Alabama Vandy, what you thinking, man? And then at the end, give us a score.
I think it is going to be simple for Alabama. Can you slow down Diego Pavia? Okay, because last season he kind of did have his way with you, with his legs. They didn't really throw the ball as much. Okay, but that's really what it is, bro. With Alabama, can you slow down Diego Pavia with his legs? Because we all know a mobile quarterback is what Alabama struggles with the most, okay? And Diego Pavia, he's one of the best, mobile quarterbacks in the country. So can you slow him down? Offensively, man, hey, bro, let them playmakers fly around, bro. That's literally it. Again, establish the run game, bro. Keep going at it. Do not abandon it. But also, man, just let Ty do his thing, bro. Let the receivers do their thing. And I think we'll be fine. But score prediction, I'm gonna say Alabama 30. I'm gonna say 35-28 Alabama.
Looks like Cricket Wireless is struck because we can't hear a thing from JT.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
No, I have my thing on mute. I was trying to say something.
He was cussing out one of the kids that was acting up.
So I got 35-28 Alabama.
So 35-28 Alabama. 35-28. Oh, 7-point game. You're gonna stress me out, Domo. I'm gonna be stressed out the whole game. Hunter, give it to us, man. Alabama versus Vandy breakdown. Give us a score.
All right, I'm gonna go right what Domo just said. We gotta stop Pavia. That's the number one thing. We gotta stop Pavia from running all that. We gotta maintain our run game. We gotta get a little bit better with it. I think Jam will be a big factor in this game. Just Ty gotta play his game. Ty just do his thing. O-line like usual, give him protection. And I think our wide receivers will be able to handle Vandy's secondary pretty well. But score prediction, I'm gonna go Bama 38, Vandy 17.
I like that.
Yeah. So okay. So, Hunter and Domo, y'all. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna say Alabama 42, Vanderbilt 28. I'm gonna say 42-28. I gotta change my mind.
42-28.
Yeah.
42-28. Okay. And then what'd you say again, Hunter?
38-17.
38-17. Okay, 38-17. So you think we get rolling on that one then? Okay,
Yeah.
Justin Riley, how do we feel, man? Alabama versus Vandy. College game days in town. Undefeated Vanderbilt here. Undefeated, baby. And
Crazy,
the tie too. And
NIL, man.
laugh about it. We beat Vandy right here. Second SEC win for us. We're 2-0 in SEC, and we're gonna be up that SEC ranking pretty quickly too. So that's a great thing for us. Justin, how we feel about this game?
Well, first of all, I did my homework yesterday, and while we were waiting for our game to kick off, I watched Vanderbilt versus Utah State. And again, guys, we're looking at a repeat of Florida State's offense, a lot of misdirection, a lot of eye candy window dressing. And that is really what has been Alabama's Achilles heel. And we still seem to be struggling with that. We struggled with it yesterday against Georgia and even a little bit against Wisconsin. So my biggest question is, are we going to maintain that discipline, being gap sound, getting those run fits? If we don't, we hadn't learned our lessons, we're going to be in for another long day, kind of similar to what we saw last year. Is they don't have this elaborate offense. I really counted 4 or 5 plays. A lot of misdirection, a lot of handoffs, and once they've done that, a lot of bubble screens, and then all of a sudden they'll hit Eli Stowers down the middle, and then they'll repeat. It's very simple, but if you're not dialed in, you're not disciplined, it's going to bite you in the ass like it did last year. This time going into this game, we know what they're going to be doing. So nothing comes as a surprise. But also, I think you look at that one of the biggest factor is our give a damn is turned on. Last year, it wasn't there. You got a different team. And this team, let's go ahead and call it what it is, guys. They're bought into Kalen DeBoer. They weren't that last year. So going into that, that's a huge advantage. Vandy has a lot more talent last year. They're well coached. Again, like Georgia, that running game, they run 3 deep, and they can beat you with any of them. Just do your job, be where you're supposed to be, and don't give them anything. Don't do anything to beat yourself. Alabama will get revenge. I'll call it Alabama 34, Vanderbilt 20.
34, Vanderbilt 20. Okay, 14 points. So that's about where Hunter's at too. I like that. I think a lot of things when you talk about it, Justin, you just hit the nail on the head. Misdirection killed Bama last year, but another thing that killed Alabama in this game. And I love Milroe. I'm always a Milroe fan. I still have Milroe jersey. I have Milroe shirt. I love Milroe. Turnovers killed us with Milroe. It wasn't even the poor passing at times. It wasn't even the lack of execution and stuff like that people complain about with him. It wasn't that. It was the turnovers. And one of the turnovers in Vandy game, really, it hurt us so bad we couldn't come back from it. Pick six hurt us horribly. So if you go back through, I'm not going to do the what if thing. In this game this Saturday, we don't give them any points. I promise you we can beat them. We can beat them by 14 to 21 points. I'm going to go 42 to 21. I think Bama gets them and shuts them down. I think they might go up 14-7 on us at first, catch us off guard a little bit, and then Tide turns it on. I think we got to stop Pavia. That's the biggest thing. Getting our hands on him early and often, especially early. Getting back there and really rattle him, because if not, he's going to get his game going, get his confidence going. Knock it out early. Therefore, he plays rattle the rest of the game. If we can get some turnovers, that's very huge for us too, because we've had a few here as of late that has helped us. 3 points last night that let us win, that assisted to win the game came off a fumble that lost and recovered, and we kicked the field goal 4 plays later. So turnovers have helped us too. So we need to get some turnovers here. We need a bounce back game on the defensive run, the run side, and bounce back game. We need a good run stop here in this game. Contain Pavia back there in that pocket. Make him beat us with his arm, just like Gunner. I said it. If you make Gunner beat us with his arm, we can win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's essentially what happened. They ran the ball a lot with their running backs, but not him. You see what I mean? Not him. They ran it with the running backs a lot, not him. And then we contained him. That was the biggest part. When he dropped back to make passes, we were either getting back there or had great coverage. So 42-21. Justin went 34-20. Domo went 28?
Yeah.
And Hunter went 38-17. So everybody right here is somewhere in the same ballpark and range. We got Alex in the comments said 42-24. Bama's defense gets 2 takeaways. I like that a lot too. Best thing to do, take away his legs, force him to throw. Bray is hungry. Yes, Cat, I agree 100% with that. That is the best thing to do. And look at it there. So, guys, we're rounding up here at the end, guys. I'm going to pull up a couple little questions. Well, I wouldn't even say they were questions, but just a couple things that I saw that I liked right here, like this. I will put Dre as a spy the whole Vandy game. I don't know if y'all saw Dre last night come in at certain moments, and it was blitzing with him too. Justin, did you see it?
I did. Yeah.
They put Junior over on the side, and he had if Buddy didn't get the ball out as fast, Dre was about to pop him. He was close. Justin, what do you think about, should they put Dre as a spy maybe the whole game? Should we have a spy on Pavia?
You absolutely do have to have a spy on Pavia. Know where he's going to be at all times. But the biggest thing, again, is, guys, it's simple. Don't let him get in your head. Don't let him beat you mentally. Yeah. And for the love of God, don't let them beat you with that run. Last night, we gave up 227 yards rushing. We can't do that again with Vandy. Vandy's balanced. So you can't let them just erupt because they have the potential. Just play your game. Don't get out of shape, out of sorts. Come into it like you did last night, confidence.
Yeah, definitely confident. Got to look at it there. Something else I saw that I liked right here. The first game on Alabama's revenge tour is next, and then next is Tennessee and then Oklahoma. That is so true as well. Domo, how do you feel about the revenge tour coming up right here?
Man, I feel bad for every team that's on the revenge tour coming up. Listen, if you were ever going to beat Alabama, I think last season was the season to do it, okay? Because like Justin said, this team is bought into Kalen DeBoer. This is a different Alabama team, physically and mentally, okay? These guys are playing some ball right now, okay? So just like Alabama, like if your team is playing Alabama, you're going to have to be on your A game as well. So revenge tour is in full effect, man, and Vandy is #1 on the hit list. So let's go.
Yep. And we got Tennessee, then we got Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a good one there. Right here, Alex had one. He said, what do y'all think about losing Q? Man, that one hurt, leg injury when I heard that. And then when we lost James Smith, I was like, oh, my goodness, bro, what is going on right now? So losing James Smith, Q down, and then things that happened with Jamarian, that was just like horrible. At right here, we only have 3 guys that play and rotate heavily or not. And then, like I said, Justin talked about Hill getting a lot of time out there. I saw number 8 out there, and I said, oh, my gosh, the young guy, the young buck is out there. I mean, he was making some plays, though. He was making a couple plays. He was getting his hat in there. I like it.
But
there was a couple new guys.
Smith will be back in the second half, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, we will miss him the first half. He will be fresh for the second half, so that is good too. And I think that'll be a good way to look at that. But I think us losing Q down for a couple weeks is going to hurt us, but we're going to get James Smith back second half, then that'll be a big boost for the Tide. So, yeah, guys, kind of wraps us up mostly for tonight. He said, oh, yeah, Pierre's showing some nice. Yeah,
That's
hold
his
on.
guy, bro.
We'll talk about that Keely in a second. Hold on, though, because I talked about Big 42 all off season,
He
baby.
did.
Yanze Pierre. I talked about almost every episode I was on. I talked about Yanze Pierre. 4-2, baby. That is a Courtney Upshaw 2025 version of Courtney Upshaw. If you're a real Bama fan, you know what I'm talking about because his cousin is Courtney Upshaw. They're from the same town.
Oh, they're
from the same
Yeah, they're
area.
cousins.
I'm pretty positive they're cousins. I
They're
know
cousins.
I know some people that I know some people that area. That boy Pierre is nice. Okay, he was super nice in high school. Him and Ra Thomas went to school together.
Okay.
Ra went to Georgia. Some of y'all know him.
Yeah.
Now he's at Troy, playing at Troy now.
Sounds
But
great.
he there was some things happening at Georgia, but still
Not just Georgia,
Playing-
Mississippi State too.
playing ball. Yeah, playing ball. Anyway, Yanze Pierre, that man's playing nice. What happened to Keely? I mean, depth chart, bro. I would assume right now.
It just hasn't clicked for him. He's I keep saying that he's not quite there. I mean, he's been there 3 years, man. It's
He's
time.
probably going to transfer, man.
Well, I mean, at this point, you are who you show.
Yeah.
You know, I
And
hate to say it because he had
defense they
a lot of upside coming out of high school.
You know what?
Yes, a lot.
This is totally off topic, and I'm sorry. But shout out to little brother Auburn for losing yesterday, man. Y'all do a great job at doing that. So keep up the great work. You know,
Mention of Auburn real quick. It's crazy to say that Caden Proctor has the same amount of receiving yards as one of Auburn's receivers. With less receptions, by the way. With less receptions, by the way.
Who flipped from us to go to Auburn? So how'd that work
Was it
out for you,
Perry?
buddy?
Is it Perry, right? Is it Perry?
Yeah, Perry Thompson.
Yeah, Perry.
Hey, and he stated when he flipped, what makes it worse, this is him. He stated when he flipped that Hugh Freeze knows how to develop wide receivers better.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he also knows how to
know,
develop quarterbacks too, right?
Yeah, just so good there. Guys, before we get out of here, though, we have a new show coming to the channel this week. It is called the Bama Blueprint, starring Domo and Hunter. These two guys right here at the top. Domo, give us a couple seconds, man. Tell us about the show. Hunter, wrap us up after that, and let them know the start time, what we got going on this week, what you guys are going to talk about and cover as well.
Bama Blueprint will be kicking off, this Friday, hosted by myself and my guy Hunter, okay? And again, what better way to kick it off than the day before a revenge game, bro? Gonna be talking about the Vandy game, gonna be talking about, just Bama football and all, bro. So I think the start time will be 7:30 Central Time. So it'll be 6:30, Eastern time, sorry. So it'll be 6:30 Central Time. So yeah, man, Friday night, 7:30, man. Meet us right here, bro, and Hunter, bro. Let them know what's going on, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this: we got something cooking right now. That's all I'm gonna say. We got a special guest that's planning on getting on here already. So we cooking. But like what we're planning on doing as well is like opposing teams that we play that week. We're gonna try to get some fan base or some fans on there and just give their thoughts on the game that week and all that stuff. But me and Domo's very excited, and we just hope to see y'all there, man.
Yeah, so I went ahead and put the backdrop in for you guys. This is how y'all show is going to look right here. The Bama Blueprint's in the background. Got your logo up top right here as well, guys. So the Bama Blueprint coming this Friday night, guys. It's going to be a great show here at Roll Tide Nation, the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys like and subscribe us. Before we head out of here, I'm gonna let everybody let you know where they can find you at and what they got going on. Domo, you hit us off first, brother.
Y'all already know. Y'all can find me on TikTok, man. That's where I do mostly all my Alabama football talk, man. I do troll. So if you can't take no trolling,
just a little.
Just a little. I'm probably not the guy for you. So you can find me on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? The name is right there. You can find me here on Sunday night talking Bama with some of the best Alabama football voices you're going to find. And also on Friday nights, you can find me at the Bama Blueprint podcast, man. It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
It is gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. Hunter, let the people know what you got going on, where they can find you at, brother.
You can find me on TikTok as well, Hunter the Bama fan. I'm a troll too, so Georgia fans hate me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bigger troll than me, bro. These
two are troll. I'll say that. Y'all are.
I'm a bigger troll than Domo. I am the biggest Georgia hater, the biggest Georgia troll out there.
I agree with that.
I don't know. Courtney McKinney is definitely number one. I don't know if you follow what she does, but
yes, Courtney is. Yeah,
she's the queen.
Hey, you want to know something, JT and Justin? So me and Hunter had a phone call, and I was like, Hunter, I think I'm going to troll Georgia fans. What do you think? This man told me, he said, nah, wait till after the game. I said, okay, cool. I wake up the next morning and he is already trolling. I said, bro, I thought we were going to wait.
Help myself. Look,
I said, bro, he's not. He was like, I couldn't help you, bro. I couldn't wait. So I was like, all right.
Look, I told myself, I'm not going to troll. I promise, I'm not going to troll. Bro, these Georgia fans just get my blood pressure up. I said, nah, I'm done. I'm trolling. Bro.
So I wish I had as many people. When we lost, I wish I had many people hit me up as when we win. Because everybody wants to hit me up when we lost. Nobody wants to hit me up when we put BTA on them. But Justin from the Bama Standard came over and joined us tonight, man. Let the people know where they can find you at, Justin, and what you got going on, boss man.
Man, I had to call my cell phone provider just to make sure I still had service because, like you guys, I got no text from people. My phone was silent. And then all last night and then all day today. So, yeah, it's amazing how that just completely flips when Alabama does Alabama things, right?
Yes, sir.
That's wild.
But, yeah, you can follow us on all social media at the Bama Standard. Check out what we do. My show is on Tuesday night, 6 Central. Hey, listen, we don't wear white gloves. We don't sugarcoat. There is no sunshine pumping. We're going to tell it like it is. And sometimes it gets us calls from the university. But, hey, all to entertain the fans who are out there, and we're always going to have a former player from any given generation of B-Sci-Fi, so come check that out. And this coming weekend, we're actually going to be at the Paul W. Bryant Museum previewing Vandy. We're going to have former Alabama defensive lineman Jesse Williams there. And the reason we're bringing him on, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, and if you are, you understand what we're doing. Jesse Williams had a massive heart attack last month. And by the grace of God, he was able to overcome that. But he's also dealing with heart failure. His heart is operating at 31% right now. That ain't good. So he was cleared by his doctors to be able to travel from Australia to come to Alabama for the Alabama Vanderbilt game to hopefully visit with as many former teammates as he possibly can, just because he doesn't know what the future holds. So he's going to be there. If you're in town, come see him. If you see him on the sidewalk or anywhere, come tell him what he meant to you. And just make this time that he has a very special time. But yeah,
that's what prayers up to Jesse Williams.
Yeah, that's what we got going on.
And hey, also pull this up. I was laughing at this. I wasn't laughing at Jesse Williams thing he said. I was laughing at this when I couldn't know. Justin was in the middle of talking about something serious, and Herb puts this out here, and I'm laughing in the middle of the segment. And I'm not trying to laugh at that because that's serious. I love Jesse Williams, and I don't want nothing like that to happen to him, man. Big prayers to him. But I was laughing at what Herb put.
Come on, man. Don't mess with my lights now. I'm in the
Tide man said he about to have
I'm in that Tide room. I'm in that Tide room.
Good God. Come on. It's a great show, guys, tonight. Make sure you guys follow us. Make sure you guys are tuned in here. Roll Tide Nation is the YouTube channel now, which features TalknBama on Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And we now have a brand new show coming this Friday night, the Bama Blueprint. It will be starting at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys are ready to go. It'll be a preview show for the Vandy game, preview show for Missouri, and so forth for the channel here. And then we're also going to have a show coming out on probably be Thursdays because we had it Thursdays before. But it's called Going Hard in the Paint, and we cover Alabama basketball. And we got some great news with Alabama basketball coming up, guys. And I know football's at a high right now, but about a month we tip off. And Alabama basketball has got a great chance this year to run the table again. And getting a natty in basketball will be just as big, if not bigger, than football. I know people probably don't want to hear that, but if we want a basketball natty, that would be something to add on to more right here, you know. So
I know we got some injuries already.
Cat said, I need a day planner for all the shows I gotta be.
Hey,
yes,
shout
and
out
you
to
are
all the
loved,
fans
Kat.
because, guys, she's not
Yeah.
kidding. The people who are in these chats are not
Yeah.
just here; they're literally every Alabama platform possible that YouTube
Kat
can
watches
provide.
Yes,
so many
sir.
I
shows. Kat's
love
on
Kat.
our show. Kat's on Herman Rogers. Kat's
Mhm.
over at the Bama Standard shows.
Yeah,
She's in
I
video.
love
She's on
Kat.
Twitter with us. She's
Mhm.
on TikTok, Instagram, all the stuff, all the apps. Kat is
Brinsky
awesome,
show.
and
Yeah, I love Kat, man. Kat, one
show.
of my
And shout out to
favorites.
Brisky and them too, man. Big
Kangaroo
Mike
Black.
and them as well. Thank you, Alex, for the shout out for following all of us. You are awesome, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate you.
And Kat stuff being a legend, like
Yeah,
you are
man.
not lying there. That is
Yeah.
awesome. So, guys, that'll wrap us up tonight. Been a great episode. Been great talking with you guys. We'll be back next Sunday right after Vandy. And we're gonna see how this rolls, baby. And don't catch us Friday night. Catch Domo and Hunter Friday night. I may make a guest appearance for their first episode.
Yes, sir.
I may see what somebody's got going on. We may get a Bama legend in on y'all's first episode. We may make a surprise visit on the first episode.
The CEO's
talk to
gonna
some people.
Got you.
Come on.
the CEO's gonna bust up in there like Vince McMahon used to do back in the day.
Hey, listen, no chance. That's what All right, y'all have a good one and roll
Yes, sir.
Tide.
Roll Tide.